Alright, hello and welcome everybody. Back to another episode of Heroes A to Z. As always, my name is Conman, and welcome. Today we are checking out Diablo, another frontline warrior, the Lord of Terror. If you caught the last video with Dahaka, I played pretty much like a bag of crap, so I'm going to hopefully do better this time around with a different warrior. So Diablo is he's at a pretty solid place right now in the meta, I guess, in the competitive scene. He's very strong. He's, I don't think he's the first tier that you might get picked up in say a draft mode, but he's a very solid pick. He can be tough to kill. He can have lots of hit points. He can have some armor using through one of his abilities that we'll talk about. He can have a crap ton of hit points once his trait is stacked up. So let's talk about his trait, and we'll explain what that is. So as always, we're starting off here at level 20. His trait is Black Soulstone. You get the counter here. So you'll see this area over here on the lower left by your character screen. Right now, as you can see, right from the tooltip, max health bonus 0% because I don't have any souls. You gain 10 souls per hero kill and 1 soul per minion kill up to 100. For each one of these, you gain 0.4% maximum health. So let's take a peek. We'll get some souls here. We'll go pick off some minions. Hopefully I get there in time. There we go. Alright, so we killed 2 minions. I've got 2 souls. Actually, let's kill this whole bunch, and we'll kill Arthas as well. We'll get a couple. There we go. So now we got 15, 18, alright, 19. Great, let's get out of this turret. Okay, so now, just right here, I've got 19 souls. It goes up to 100, remember. I've got a max health bonus of 7.5%, 7.6%. Excuse me. And now my health is already increased from what it was. I think I started at 5,600 or something like that. Now I'm at 6,000. So just imagine what that's going to be when you're at full stacks up to 100. So once that's done, I mean, you're just going to be hard to kill. You're going to coop that in, with your health regen, which is already pretty good, and it's going to have a lot of health regen. You're going to have a lot of health, base straight off the bat. If I die right now, if I were to go out and get killed, something would happen if I were to get killed. I would maintain this 19. You'll probably see that in the game. If I play it poorly, I'll get myself killed and I'll lose before I get to the stacks, I should say. As long as you're under 100, which is the maximum, as long as you're under 100, when you get killed, you will keep the stacks that you have, and you'll be faced with a regular death timer. Like the tooltip says, if you get to the full 100 and you get killed, what happens is you lose the 100, you sacrifice the 100 stacks that you have, so your health will drop back down to where it started at, which was 5,600 at level 20 or whatever it may be at the time. But in turn, your death timer is only 5 seconds. So, think about the death timers that occur at the end of the game. Level 20, you're 20 minutes in, you're something like that. You get killed, you're looking at a 45, 50 second, 60 second death timer. Imagine if you're at full stacks, you get killed for whatever reason. Suddenly, you're right back in the fray of things because it's a 5-second death timer. You immediately can run back out and defend your core or push or do whatever you need to do. Now, the caveat, of course, is that you're going to be a lot weaker because you're going to have much less health, and you're going to have to work on rebuilding those stacks. Maybe, if you're fortunate, you'll be able to come back out and you'll get some kills and you can build your stacks back up. But something to keep in mind. One of the things that makes Diablo strong, so if he does get built up and he does get picked off, he can kind of run right back out there. Very, very quick respawn. Actually, it's faster respawn than Murky, funnily enough now. So, that being said, he does have no base armor baseline as a warrior. Move speed while mounted is normal, otherwise his move speed is normal, nothing special there. No global abilities. He does get a mount. This is just his basic mount, like that he gets with his skin. He can use other mounts, should you want to. So, his Q ability, Shadow Charge. 12-second cooldown on this. You charge an enemy, you knock them back, you do a little bit of damage. It has some interesting traits. So first off, let's just use it on this dummy here. You see it moves them, so it displaces the enemy. One of the things that makes Diablo so strong is he does have a lot of CC, and this is one of them. So it displaces the enemy. Look at my character screen when I use this. Suddenly I get 25% armor, so that's spell and physical armor. So for 2 seconds after I do this, I get bonus armor. That increases the fact that Diablo is difficult to kill because you charge in, and let's just say you charge, and the reason why this is important because as you charge in, you may be charging into the enemy team. Suddenly you've got extra armor now to kind of shave off some hit points, and you know, not take so much damage and stay alive just a little bit longer. The other thing that this does, aside from the damage, you can actually knock them into the terrain. I don't think it did it there. I'll do it here. There. What it does, it stuns them. It stuns them, and it does an extra bonus damage. So if you can get someone near, you know, a wall, you charge them, all of a sudden, boom, they get stunned, they take bonus damage. So that's a big deal. So then not only are they moved, but they're out of position, they're displaced from their team, but they're stunned for a second, and they take bonus damage, and then you're able to follow up. One of the things you can follow up with is his E. We'll go back to W. His E is Overpower, which is it target grabs melee range, as you can see. Grabs a target and slams them behind Diablo. So we're going to do one of these. This has got a 1/4 second stun. So basically, the time it takes you to grab and toss it over, you know, and toss it behind your back, you get a stun. And that's a big deal. That's a big deal. And the reason is, what you can do with this, there are a couple things you can do. You can stun someone and then immediately charge them. You know, for example, if somebody gets themselves a little too close out of position, you flip them over into your team and then immediately charge them back. And then suddenly they're way out of position. They get stunned twice. They're way out of position comparative to their team. Maybe they get picked off. Alternatively, you can immediately charge someone, charge them. You know, maybe you get someone near a wall, you charge them. You stun them with a charge, and then you can flip them over and stun them again, so for extra damage, and kind of just keep them in place as they go to move. Makes navigating around Diablo pretty difficult. He's also a big body as well, so he's got some body block on top of that. So that's Overpower. The damage is really not too much. I mean, 173 at level 22, as you can see, not a whole lot of damage, but really the payoff is that it displaces them, flips them over behind you from wherever you are. So if you're a frontline guy, you got people behind you, and suddenly they're in your team. And then it stuns them for a second, so it kind of interrupts whatever they're doing. His other ability is Fire Stomp. So it sends out a whole bunch of you know, I think it's 6 of them, right? 6? There we go. Fire waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Some number of fire. Looks like 8. There we go. I should know this. So it sends out fire waves in every direction. They go out for a little bit. They got a pretty decent range on that, and then it comes back. As you can see, it does damage in, and then it does extra damage out. Something that you should keep in mind. When you go out, they actually follow Diablo wherever Diablo is on the way back. So tremble before me. So you can almost, like, if you're moving, you can almost kind of direct where they're going. Something to keep in mind. You know, the enemy, obviously, if they're in between these fire waves, they're not going to get hit. This can be okay if you're in the middle of, say, minion wave, just to get some damage spit out. You know, I use this for extra damage. I find this pretty useful if I'm up against stealthers, where you'll just be doing your thing, and you hit one of this, and then you know, if you hit somebody with it, it'll pop them from stealth. Valera, for example, Zeratul, Nova. Just they got to be wary of the Fire Stomp, because otherwise, you know, they may just turn around to the end. You got to watch out on the outside and on the inside stroke, or wave, however you want to call it. So it can be useful against stealthers. It's probably not going to be your primary damage dealer. Like, even if I'm standing right in somebody's grill, I think it only hits them like the one time. You know, so it's again, it's not going to be your main source of damage. It's extra damage. It's a little bit of sustained damage. It's something that the enemy has to think about. We're going to go like this. You know, something like that. So something to keep in mind. So that being said, let's take a quick peek at the ultimate. So we'll do the ults, and then we'll hop into a game. First off, we'll do Lightning Breath. Lightning Breath to start off. So Lightning Breath, it's not really, it's sort of a skill shot, channeled ability. We'll do one of these. You become unstoppable. We'll look at the tooltip. You become unstoppable. Whoops. You deal a whole bunch of damage over 4 seconds. So you know, that's 1900 damage over 4 seconds at level 22. The direction of the lightning changes with your mouse cursor. So I can move it. Kind of go into an arc. Whoops, hello boss, go away. This is probably the less commonly picked ult. This is an AoE, so I mean, if you've got a group, like, let's go over here. Yeah, I can hit all of these Mercs all in one shot, as you'll see. So this is an AoE. You can do a pretty solid amount of damage if you have everyone grouped up. You know, this could be good for wombos. You'll get your Gazlo, grab a bomb, or a Void Prison, or something like that. And then if everyone's all going to kind of be stuck in position, and you drop your, I don't know why it's called Lightning Breath. I mean, you look more like you're breathing fire. I guess there's some lightning in that. Whatever. So the downside is, even though you're unstoppable, you can't be stunned. You're frozen in place. You can't move. You know, the radius on the turn is pretty slow. So unless the enemy is really in a bad spot and like really in a lot of trouble, they can kind of just walk out of the way. You know, they can back off. They can, you know, sidestep to the left or right. You can sort of follow them. They can probably move faster than you can spin around. So it makes it a tough talent to really really get it to its full potential. You know, you've got to get those kind of abilities where everyone's going to be grouped up and they're going to be stuck and they're going to be, you know, all in one spot. Maybe for more coordinated play, I don't see it a whole lot in Quickmatch. It looks good on paper, but in practice, it's pretty tough to pull off. Or it does require, you know, your team to back you up or set you up at least. The other ability here is Apocalypse. Longer cooldown. This one's 100 seconds. This one will create a demonic rune under each enemy hero on the battleground. After a second and 1.75 seconds, 1 3/4 seconds, the rune explodes, it deals some damage, and it stuns them. So if I toggle this, you'll see there's a rune, boom, and it goes off. Now, there's a rune over here too. So this is a global ability. Wherever you are, once you toggle this, a rune will appear under every living enemy hero. So if they've got 5 guys up and they're about a team fight, you know, all of these runes are going to be grouped up. The damage isn't so big. I think the big thing is the stun. If you've got, you know, 5 guys grouped up, this is another thing that can be very powerful for like a wombo combo, where if you hit a bunch of enemies with Void Prison, for example, you can hit Apocalypse right at Void Prison ends, or you hit Apocalypse and then the Zeratul, for example, ends the Void Prison. Suddenly they're in the middle of the Apocalypse, they get hit, the entire team gets stunned, and then everyone gets to follow up for kills, you know, because it's a pretty long stun too. So this is, and you can kind of cast this on the run, so I can just kind of walk along and cast it and then go about my business, you know, do something like this. So I think this is the more commonly picked ability. I don't know if the percentage is off the top of my head. I haven't checked HOTS logs or anything like that in a while. That's usually when I play Diablo, that's usually where I go. Just like, even if I'm running to a fight and I'm going to try to catch there, like I see the enemy get stunned or get in a position, suddenly, alright, there's Apocalypse, and then I'm still on my way, and I'm not completely useless. So, something to consider. You know, there are obviously more uses for Apocalypse. It's just, you know, that forces the enemy team to either stand there and take it and suffer the consequences, or they have to bail out of that position. You know, imagine you've got a group of enemies going for the tribute, say in Cursed Hollow, use Apocalypse, and like they can't sit there, they're going to get stunned. They're either going to have to eat that stun and take the damage, or they're going to have to run and get out of position, which hopefully will allow your team to follow up and, you know, do what they need to do. So that's Diablo in a nutshell. Very solid frontline warrior. You know, he can be good for a solo tank kind of thing. Does have high health. Does have lots of CC. You know, his idea. You know, his main purpose, or at least the way that I use him, main purpose is to go in. You know, set up stuff for your team. Like, I don't take him for his damage. I take him for his CC. To peel for my squishies in my back line, and kind of, you know, punish enemy team members who are out of position. So let's go into a quick match. Hopefully the queue won't be too long. Also, I freaking love this skin. This is the Prime Evil Diablo skin, one of the black shade. I was fortunate enough to get this in one of the crates when 2.0 first launched. Excuse me. And it kind of looks like an alien xenomorph almost. I don't know. He's got like these things on his shoulder. I don't know. It's freaking cool looking. I'm excited. I like to use it. All right, here we go. So we got an Abathur. Okay. We got a Nova, Cassia, and a Lei Ming. So I am all the meat. I am all the meat. We have a very squishy. I guess Cassia can be okay. We're on Towers of Doom. Up against the Varian, Valera, Tassadar. Alright. Vala and Johanna. So I think the enemy team has got a better comp. I do. They've got a stealthy. They've got some damage. Some shields. Tassadar into Vala is very strong. That can empower her. Varian with Johanna is very strong. I think we'll see how this goes. I mean, we've got a stealthy 2. Just on paper, if I was just guessing, I would think that the enemy team has got the better comp. We've got two-man teams, so I'm the solo guy here. They've got a 3 group and 2 solos, so maybe that'll play in our favor. Maybe our 2 will be more coordinated than their 2. Although the Abathur Nova combo, like, what the fuck is that? I don't know. Anyway, level 1, I took Bulwark. Increases the duration of the armor I get from Shadow Charge from 2 to 4 seconds. that's just more survivability. You're going to be casting Shadow Charge a lot. It's going to be a big engage tool. You're going to be, especially now with the team that we've got, I'm going to be the primary frontline guy, or at least I hope to be. Cassia will be in there, but I'll be the main guy. So I'm going to want to have as much armor up as possible. So that's kind of where I'm going at level 1. There's one here that Black Soulstone increases the effects of globes and healing fountains by 2% per soul. It's actually pretty solid. The only problem is, how often do you get globes in the middle of a team fight? Not so much. You know, it's great for laning. It's not the one that I necessarily wanted to pick up, but that's okay. I have a feeling Abathur is going to be my buddy in this game because I'm going to be in the thick of it. So what I was hoping there was, I really wanted to pick up Varian, or here we go. I'm going to do it again just because. Just stay out of my team. Alright, let's go, and I'm going to tap the well right away. Just start the cooldown up. We have, so Abathur is top, although Valyria is up there. Cassie is going to jump down. Alright, that's fine. Are we going to get it? We are not going to get it. She's going to shield herself. Yeah, I'm going to grab this globe, but I'm going to be in trouble. This is the problem. They're going to get the shields, and it's going to really help them out. I'm going to have to hearth and come back. We're doing okay in XP so far. Valyria was top. I don't know where she is now. I wouldn't be surprised if she's come back down to the middle.
The altars will be ours.
I still see Cassia and Vala on the bottom. Cassia had to hearth. Yeah, we're gonna be. It's gonna be an interesting game. I worry once Varian levels up, you know, how much of a pain in the ass this game is gonna turn into. I really don't like where this is going. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm just gonna hang out over here near this one. It looks like our team is going to be okay on the bottom. So if we take 2 of these, if we take top right and we take mid, I'm cool with this. If we lose the left side, I don't see any shimmer, so I don't know where Valyria is. There's Valyria. Valyria's mid. We got a kill on Vala. Let's go cycle down, see if I can help out. There we go. Valyria goes down. We're going to get mid. So that's a good start. Solid start. We'll get the 2 to start off with. Let's soak some experience. We got 2 kills to their none, so it's a good start. Like I said, I'm worried where this goes once they get some levels. They're going to be, you know, Varian is always stronger in the late game once he gets his ultimate, once we get to 10. Oh, didn't. Missed the shadow charge there, missed the overpower actually. Oh, hello. That's what I was talking about with the Fire Stomp before, is that you just cast it, and then maybe you force a Stealthy to move, or you get lucky and you reveal them, which is I think what happened there. Cassia looks like she's going for a camp, which I'm not. It's fine.
I must retreat. Hold the line.
But we're giving up some XP, which I want to pick up here. So I did ping the team, let them know I was going toward the bottom. I'm going to come back up with those guys gone because Lei Ming by herself is kind of going to be in trouble. Yep. No, I want you to come over here. I want you to come over here. We didn't get the kill. I did force her to eat some tower shots, though. And that's what you can do. You can throw them over and then throw them into your team. We're not soaking at all. Varian is up front. Our team is just hanging around middle. I don't want to, like, I want to protect Lei Ming, but we're not doing a great job of any soak. But there's a pick, so maybe I should just shut the hell up and let them do what they're doing.
Ready yourselves. We must claim them first.
Here we go. I moved down to soak some XP over here. I gotta watch out. I'm in trouble. Nope. I need to back off. I may get killed. I may live. I'm gonna tap the well and come right back. Come on over here. Oh. I gotta back off. My team is not near me. They are gonna take. Where the hell are? Where is everybody? I gotta bail out. I gotta be honest there. I don't know what happened. I wasn't glancing at the minimap. I was trying to watch out for myself and not get killed. I saw everyone up in this area. I assumed we got that. Fucking A. I assumed we were all middle, and I guess we weren't. And I come back and there's nobody there at all. I have to assume our team was chasing the enemy team, and it looks like they're doing a pretty damn good job of it. So here I come. Come on, have I missed? I missed.
Send his servants to their grave.
Are we gonna get it? We are not gonna get it, which is fine.
Will fall before me.
I may have tried to overpower Johanna while she was unstoppable, and that may have done it. Oop, I'm gonna get picked off.
Dead?
Shit.
No, not yet. We still have work to do.
So here's what I've learned in this game. I've learned that my team is never going to be where I expect them to be, but they're also doing very well on their own, so I'm not gonna knock it. Okay, Valyr's behind them. I'm gonna head over there. I'm not gonna get there in time. Are we gonna steal this camp? We are. Jesus Christ, good. Oh, go for us. Alright, let's come over here. Let's go and look and play with Varian.
Choose a talent.
Enhanced.
Come on.
Improved.
Apparently I just want to overpower the minion instead. I'm gonna take Apocalypse. That's fine. Just stay in range of Abathur. That's cool. Nope, there's Valyra.
Your enemies fall.
Thank you, Nova.
The altars rise again, heroes.
That's a good clone by Abathur. Two of their team is up top. That leaves Vala and Lei Ming down here. I'm on my way. I'm going to eat turret shots on the way because I'm not paying attention to which way I'm going. Now I'm at 94
Capture the altars, and we shall deal the Raven Lord
stacks. So you can see at level 11, I've already got 5,400 HP because of the stacks. Let's just zone people out. Go over here. Are we going to get this? I want to stun you. We did get this. I'm going to get killed for it. I'm going to get killed for it. Yep. Now notice I did get killed. I'm at 99 stacks, which is probably the best case scenario because we're going to get killed. We lost this fight. We did get the shrine, but I'm going to respawn and I'm going to be able to pick up the 100th stack right away. I don't have to worry about losing it. So I'm fine with this. I think this is okay. We're still in a good place. We do need to be careful now because this is where the team, they now have gotten 11. This is where the team is going to start to get strong. Let's see, Varian didn't pick a heroic yet, so there you go, he took Twin Blades. Okay, Varian took Twin Blades, so he went Assassin build, not Taunt build, interestingly enough. I don't know why Lei Ming wants boss. Are they at boss? They would not be at boss. Alright guys, I'm gonna need... There we go, now I lost my stacks. I don't know what that engage was. That was a bad engage. There was no reason to be there. So it's me and Abathur. I can't really do anything. I'm gonna go down this way. I'm gonna give them that altar. There really isn't a whole hell of a lot that I'm gonna be able to do. Let's just get some experience because we're down a talent.
So they return. Capture the altars quickly, heroes.
Let's see if I can stop these guys from... Why are we... Well, there's no reason to do this. There's no reason to do this. Just give them the damn thing.
Choose attack.
Yep. This is weak. This is weekend hots right here. There's no reason to engage there. We just got picked off. Should have just give it to them outright and started to push top, or push bottom, or get some experience elsewhere. We were down a level. We were down a talent. Absolutely no reason to have engaged there. We were undermanned. It was like a 2-on-4. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Just silly is what it was. Just silly at best. I'm coming out too far. That's not so great. I gotta back off. Yeah, it was dumb. Dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb.
Tower has fallen.
I just bitched about my team and I did the exact same thing, so it sucks for me. I did say this is when the team is going to get strong, and that's what their enemy team is going to get stronger, and that's exactly what's going on. They get their talents, they start to build up. They're getting merc hit. How come anyone that I'm on, any team that I'm on, never just takes mercs? Is that a thing? Is that just a thing that happens? Like, I really don't understand it. So we're skirmishing mid for reasons that I don't know. We're undermanned.
Heroes, I have opened a
We still need to recover the bottom fort, and we're gonna lose a shot on core now. Like, just back the fuck up.
Another altar, another battle.
Jesus Christ.
The altars belong to those who claim them. That means you.
Let's see if you learn your lesson this time.
Fire the towers! Destroy the Raven Lord!
That's fine. Good job, Abathur,
Another tower obeys me.
for taking the bottom fort. I don't know what the fuck Nova's doing. I'm going to mute her pings. Yep. Let's back off here. Take some stuff. So what I would love to take Smirks right now. They're not. Are they going for boss? I guess they are. Alright, and they're gonna get it.
Choose a talent.
It begins. I must pull back for now.
I know I saw Valera here.
I knew we could do this.
Let the altars rise! The tower is under my control.
Good job. Okay. And a kill on top of it. Fantastic. Abathur looks like he's going to go here, which means let's go cycle over onto this side. We'll take this.
The altars stand ready. Capture them before the Raven Lord's pawns do. Yes, heroes.
Good job, Abba.
Towers.
He's on his game today. Oh,
How utterly grown.
Our towers assail the Raven Lord.
goodbye, Johanna. Okay, solid, solid. Get stunned, get picked off. Good. Very good. So you see, you've got, yeah, even though he's using his ult, Valyria is up top trying to deal with that first tower. I'm a little low on health. We're going to be able to push this down, I think, pretty easily. I gotta back off. Yep, that was dumb. So, I mistimed that completely.
Be careful. We've lost a tower.
Alright, so Valyria took the top one back. We have 7 shots to go. They have 16. I'm getting killed entirely too much. I'm just making dumb mistakes and overextending. And thinking that my team is going to be there when they're not. Which, again, I should know better. Looks like we're going to take this camp here. We get it. They're defending over there, which is fine. The enemy team is going to get 20 in just a moment, so we're a level behind.
The altars are rising from the mists.
I will be alive in time for this, as long as we don't get picked off first. Because I'm going to take... I can take the tunnel, and I can head straight there. Johanna is mid. Here she comes. She's gonna... I'm going to end up like right on top of her. Yep. Nope, get killed. I don't know where Valyria is. She's in there somewhere. There she goes.
Before the Raven Lord's pawns do. You will return shortly.
No reason to be there. Got a kill. Got dead. That's, I guess, okay. We're down a level, so it's fair trade. We'll lose that. It's okay. Boss up in 35. I'm up in 16. Boss is up. We are going to be all respawning around the same time. I don't know if they're going to go boss. So right now, these guys are down here. They're just defending. Alright. So I would love if someone can get eyes on the boss. But it doesn't look like they're there, because Johanna is over here. So I would be surprised. Come on, can you...
Symbiotic link established. You improved.
Like, I just can't freaking hit anything.
Vengeance upon you!
Well done. Double kill.
Alright, so that's a kill in Varian. 2 kills, actually.
Another altar.
My team definitely backed me up that time. I don't think... We don't need the boss. We don't need... okay. We didn't need the boss. I guess we're gonna go for the boss. I gotta back off.
I must retreat.
We do get it. One of these will do the trick, so let's get it. Abathur can go.
Lay claim to the altars.
Let's go, buddy. Let's go, buddy.
Disappoint me.
We're gonna get this. Let's just...
Your enemies.
And we win. Alright, well, good game.
The Raven Lord won. Everything according to
I don't think I played a good game. I think Abathur carried us. He should definitely get MVP. Yep.
MVP.
He was on all the points, literally and figuratively.
Epic.
Yeah, no doubt. He was all over that. So let's talk talents. Alright, got a level. I'll open that in just a bit. We'll look at the stats. I died way too much for Diablo. The enemy team died a whole bunch too. I died way more than was necessary. Like I said, Abathur was all over that. Got all the XP. Did crazy good siege damage. He was on point. I think I overextended way too much, just considering. I think part of it was I really felt like I was trying to make a play. I was trying to force myself to make a play, hoping that my team would follow up, and either they didn't or they didn't see the same thing as I would. So I don't think we were on the same page there. And when it comes to that, as the tank, I need to adjust. That's on me. That's not on my team. That is on me. I need to adjust and play a little bit differently and play to what they're doing. Especially, again, as a quick match, we're not coordinated like that. So I need to play for that. I was definitely getting salty in the middle of the match. I thought the team, even myself too, but I thought we were going in, that one fight. It's like we're down a talent, we're undermanned. It was like a 5-on-3 or something. I get you want to stop the objective, but we already had a pretty sizable lead. We could have just let them have the objective and gone and pushed somewhere else, maybe picked up a merc camp or done something else valuable to us and got ourselves up, evenly in the experience matchup and did not have to go get killed. Instead, we got killed. And I think we did that twice, where we just picked bad fights. Just silly. Like you don't need to be there. When you're down 5-on-3 and you're down a talent tier and you're down a level, like just stay away. You're walking into a fight that you're going to get killed. You're bringing a knife to a gunfight, so to speak. And unless you get lucky because somebody gets out of position and you get an early pick or something like that, you're asking to get yourself killed. So I wasn't even going to go in. I was going to just leave it alone. Then my team goes in, and I'm like, well, and then my thought process was like, should I go help them out? I don't want to just sit there and watch them die. I kind of want to help them out. I mean, I am the tank and all. So I went in. I was late to the fight because of that, and then I ended up getting killed myself because the enemy, my team had bailed out. I tried to go in to peel for him, and it was already too late. So it was just kind of a bad decision compounded by a bad decision compounded by another bad decision, which ended up us getting killed. Fortunately for us, the enemy team didn't seem too keen on actually going after half of these points. I think Abathur picked off like 4 of those altars on his own. They just didn't seem to care. So I mean, all props to him. I was, and like I said, after they got level 10, Varian, picked it up a little bit. He did take Twin Blades, which I'm surprised about. I know they did buff it. He did okay. I think if he went taunt, we would have just been in a world of hurt. So thanks, Varian, for not doing that. So anyway, we'll take a look at talents and see what we did and why we did the things. So level 1, I think I mentioned it, took Bulwark, increased the duration of armor granted by Shadow Charge from 2 to 4 seconds. I was engaging way harder than I probably should have, so having the extra armor is nice. Level 4, from the shadows, increases cast range of Shadow Charge by 40%. So I mean, this gives you a lot of range where you can just go in and get the charge. I tried, so I was just misplaying this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, maybe I'm just having an off day. I really misplayed a lot of my Shadow Charges and overpowers. Just really was missing them. I was missing the timing. I think I overpowered a couple of minions and not the friggin' players. Not so great Diablo play. Level 7, Diabolical Momentum. Basic attacks reduce the cooldown of Overpower and Shadow Charge by 1.5 seconds. So, Shadow Charge and Overpower are your bread and butter talents. They're what you're going to want to be using. They're going to disrupt the enemy. They're going to put the enemy into positions to get killed. So you're going to want to have them up as often as possible. So the idea is, let's just take a talent where if I'm going to be attacking people anyway, I might as well do something to recharge these talents as quickly as possible. Level 10, Apocalypse, kind of no surprise there. I did mention this, that's where I went for. I think it worked out in our favor. I was a little overzealous in casting it, but it did get us some kills a couple of times, so I'm okay with it. That's definitely the way to go. Level 13, Fire Devil. Fire Stomp increases my basic attack damage by 20% and surrounds Diablo in flames that deal 20 damage every second. So this is just more of I'm going to be in everyone's face. I'm going to be attacking people. Let's do some extra damage while I'm doing it. Plus, my hope was that maybe the Fire Aura would pop Valera if she happened to be near me. I don't know if that worked out. I didn't see, but that's kind of the thought process behind on Fire Devil and why I ran with that one. 16, Domination, kind of a no-brainer here. Casting Overpower resets the cooldown of Shadow Charge. So this is just one of those where if you time it right, you Shadow Charge, you overpower the enemy over, and then you Shadow Charge right again. It's just kind of a quick 1, 2, 3, you do a bunch of damage, stun, stun, stun. It's a good way to debilitate an opponent. I didn't get the chance to pull it off because, like I said, I was just missing all of my stings, but that's kind of where you go with that. Level 20, so it's Hellgate. Teleport and place a demonic rune at the target location. After 1 3/4 seconds, the rune explodes, dealing 137 damage and stunning enemies. So this is sort of a combination of Bolt of the Storm and an Apocalypse. So I think you saw me use it once against Varian, and I think we got the kill because of it. Or at least with its assistance, maybe not because of it, but with its assistance. So basically, you port in. It has a decent range. So you can use it for mobility. You can use it to get out of the way. Where you land, if there's a rune, sort of like Apocalypse, and then it explodes, and then it stuns them. And there's it's a long cooldown on this, but it's an added little thing that you can use. So I kind of like this. There's an alternative at 20 where if you die, that you cast Apocalypse straight away. Maybe that would have been good. I was getting killed a whole bunch, so maybe I could have got some value out of it. I don't know. So that's kind of the way I went. I think I'm okay with that one too. It worked out. It's a long cooldown, but it does the trick. Let's see if I get anything fancy here. Nope, bunch of nastiness. Let's see here. Some sprays. I got a Gul'dan skin. I'm cool with that. No big deal. Just nothing that I don't own, so that's fine. Anyway, so that's the rundown. That leads us out of the Deeth. We'll just keep chugging along. We'll see what we do. The new patch will pop in about a couple of days. I think it's going to come out on Tuesday. It's now Saturday, so a couple days from now, we'll go back and retouch the Haka. We'll get into Diva. For now, we'll just chug along. The next one we're going to play with another third warrior in a row. We're going to get into ETC. As always, thanks for watching. I will put up the talent build on Heroes Hearth and link it in the description. Hope I wasn't too salty for you, and hope you got to see what Diablo is capable of. Maybe when somebody's actually good playing him. I didn't play too well, but I think you got the idea of what he can do. He's good for Peel. He's good for engaging. Yeah, so there's Diablo once again from Heroes A to Z. My name is Conman, and thanks for watching.